Hello, welcome to the first of three previews for Book 3 of Fahrenheit 451, Burning Bright. In this preview, I'm going to sort of go over the larger arch of this third book, and then we'll focus in on the key encounter between Montag and Beatty, where Beatty gets a bit hot under the collar, as it were. Sorry about that. So, first off, each of the titles for the three books has been symbolic, right? You had the hearth and the salamander, his home and his work, where that's what was established there as society. And then in book 2, you had the sieve and the sand, which was all the knowledge flowing through his brain and unable to get stuck in there because of all the distractions in society, right? And he thought he could read faster to get it, and he missed the point. He had to slow down. And now in book 3, Burning Bright, that has a couple layers of meaning in it beyond just poor Beatty here and the entire city. But what you need to focus on as this one develops is, Montag is the anti-hero. He started off as a flawed person who accepted his society and was an enforcer. That could even be seen as one of his major flaws, that he enjoyed burning things. And then Clarice got him asking questions and trying to sort of think his way through what was happening and figure out what was wrong and what was missing, right? She showed him something was wrong. Then you had Faber, who stepped in and articulated those three things, right? Telling detail, right? The leisure to digest it, and the right to take action based on those first two. That those are the three things people need in order to be happy, in order to thrive. All right. Arguably, Clarice had those. You can think your way through the three and you'll see that. But she was the only one who fully has them. In this section now, Montag has hit that point of no return, right? It happened because of what happened with the women in the house, the party, and them turning in the alarms. Now he's going to have to burn his own house. And this is the moment of no turning back, where he has got to either get sort of consumed by society or break from it. So in this first segment, this is the critical confrontation with Beatty. And if you look at Montag, he's been facing a couple potential paths. He has the knowledge. He's been stashing books for a while, just like Faber and just like Beatty. So what does he do with it? Faber had part of the three things, but was missing a component. Beatty arguably has the three things, but misuses one of them. So this initial confrontation is where Beatty is going to push Montag. All right? So here's a few things to keep in mind in it. First question, why would Millie turn in the alarm? Think about what she values. I mean, her TV, everything's going to get burned up. Why turn in the alarm? That's her family, her poor family, as she says. So why? And then in Beatty and Montag's final confrontation, there are a few key facets to look at. First off, what do we learn about Beatty in it? What's his goal in the conversation? Montag says Beatty wanted to die. Did he? And if so, why? What was so flawed in him that he wanted out? All right? And look at for what pushes Montag over the edge. What does Beatty do to get him to pull the trigger? All right? What are the things that Beatty threatens? What are the weapons Beatty uses? All right? So that's looking at that final confrontation. Another facet to really look at leading into that is the burning of the house itself. Montag is on 110 to 111, he's got to burn his own home. Read it carefully, all right? Look for repetition in the description when he reaches the parlor. There's an emphasis the author puts in that description by using terms repeatedly that all mean the same thing. And how is this fire, him burning his own house, different from all the other fires he's done? All right? What is so different about it? All right. Also in this scene, you'll see that the hands are acting on their own again. Just take note of that. That's another one which will be put into context when we meet the last of the three teachers, Granger, okay? But for this first one, these are what you're looking at. This covers him having to burn his own house the old-fashioned way, and then confronting Beatty out front and doing what he feels he has to do. All right? So make sure you fill in the survey when you're done with your reading and annotating. I'm going to want to see a good key annotation. Follow the guidelines that are in the survey for what you should be annotating. And if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, we will be discussing this later on once you're done with the means. All right? Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.